liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis.
When CBS News and NASA launched this project to find 3 stories that show us who we really are as a planet.
Solid rocket booster separation.
The first question everyone had was, where on Earth do you begin?
All right, ready?
To which astronaut Jeff Williams answered, how about there? His random stab at the globe sending us to India, the tip of his finger falling on a town outside Delhi called Rewari. Rewari is, by India standards, a sleepy little town of just 1 million people.
You guys ready?
It's far enough off the beaten path that many who live here have never seen an American before.
This is the one right here.
Including this gentleman.
Kushi Ram?
Kushi Ram.
Who never will see one. Every morning, 78-year-old Kusi Ram Goyal feels his way to work. Before he went blind in his mid-20s, most likely from a parasite, Kusi Ram was a grade school teacher. Now, he mills wheat into flour, grinding out a living of $4 a day.
When I realized this problem would not end, I accepted it in a positive way and thought this is the way God wants me to live.
Still, imagine being blind, going through old age on a low wage in a country like India.
Got a bit of a hole here, little hole.
You'd think that would have to be a hard, lonely life. You'd think. But Kusi Ram Goyal lives quite comfortably.
Should I take my shoes off?
He shares a house with 13 family members
Okay.
who welcome me like their long-lost 14th.
What are they making?
They kept bringing me bread, saying, eat just one more piece. Then I did, and they'd say, eat just one more piece.
You said one!
Kusi Ram's oldest son told me, this is how we show our love. Then insisted I eat yet another.
Oh my gosh.
This is Kusi Ram's wife, Kashmiri. They've been married 57 years.
How did you survive in those early years?
I never saw any problem and was happy to feed our children with whatever little we had.
Kashmiri says her husband took every job he could get to support their family. She was proud of how far they've come and clearly grateful for this opportunity to tell the world.
She's giving you a blessing.
Oh, thank you.
But what impressed me most of all was how this family gets by today. 4 generations, not only under one roof, but sharing one bank account. The oldest son works as a contractor. Another son runs a coffee shop. A grandson sells auto parts, and everything goes into one pot. I also couldn't help but notice how there always seemed to be someone watching Grandpa. Whether he knew it or not, there was always at least one family member just making sure that if he ever did need a hand, it would be right there.
In another country, in another life, you might be sort of on your own.
Yes, and I would feel, what's the use of having family? If I'm in a bad situation and get shooed away like flies from milk, then really, what kind of family would that be?
In America, a lot of parents say the last thing they want is to be a burden on their children. Likewise, a lot of kids don't want to be burdened by their parents. Too bad we can't all see, like the blind man.